Alright, welcome to another quick video I'm going to be doing entitled Vortex and You. This video is going out because my last video about the flamethrower actually had some pretty positive feedback, so, I want to do a couple more, or at least one more. And I just kind of want to show off the more obscure weapons that you typically won't be seeing because, they're usually underutilized or not utilized properly, and people begin to deem them as useless. Now, the Vortex is one of those cases where, yeah, it's actually pretty much useless, especially now. Basically, what it does is you can look at something, vortex it, and it will go away for a short period of time, roughly 5 seconds or so. So, in the instance of res tower, pretty much pointless because every res tick is every 6 seconds or so, so it generally won't even last for enough time to stop it from applying a resource to your team, so it's kind of meh. What it used to do is it used to drop a vortex, which would just stop things from being able to move in that area. Well, not move, but being able to function in that particular area, which was far more useful. It's not very effective against players because they'll be able to just, come back shortly after. As you can see now, wherever that guy moves, he would still be vortexed, so he wouldn't be able to do anything, but it's not that useful, to be honest. I liked it much better when it was an area. The effect on buildings is still pretty useful, however. Take, for example, what we could do here. If we could say that the Marines were pushing somewhere out towards departures or in the locker room or generator, we could do a base swap and make sure that they don't come through here simply by doing something like this, where we get the phase gauge vortex. They do it back, we get vortexed again, go right back over, start hitting the observatory, comes back, he would vortex it again, and during this time the Marines will be fairly confused about what's going on, so you actually can just keep doing this over and over, and you'll be able to take down the observatory in a fairly short period of time, preventing them from actually beaconing over here, and even really getting back in any decent amount of time. You could even do that and, attack the comms here. But that's one particular use for it. Of course, it's much better if you have a teammate with you, because then they can attack stuff while you just focus on vortexing and that kind of thing. So, for example, if we wanted to attack their main base, one thing that could be done is you could have two fades. One takes the arms lab out, which weakens the Marines significantly because, as we all know, without upgrades, Marines are pretty susceptible to death, basically. So that would be really helpful to be able to do that. You could also, again, beacon the observatory, or, do that to the observatory so that they are completely unable to effectively defend anything at all, which is great for it. A quick base rush. Or if the Marines are all mostly dead, right here, IP. IP's vortexed, they're not spawning. All very good options. Vortex can do a lot if used properly, but if you're just kind of trying to, vortex on one Marine at a time, it's not going to do any good for you. You really have to focus on the bigger picture when you're using it, and it's a combined attack type of skill. It's much like Umbra. You can't use Umbra by yourself as a lurk because it's not going to be helping you out too much. It's far more effective to Umbra and Onos or another group of units while they go on an attack. This is the same way. You can help out your teammates by taking out an IP so the Marines don't spawn anymore, get rid of their upgrades, or just get rid of the observatory. Also worthy of noting is that you can only vortex one thing at a time now. And if you vortex the observatory, it won't stop the beacon if they've already started it. It'll stop it in terms of delay it, but it's still going to go off if you stop vortexing it. So if they were beaconing right now and I vortexed it, it would stop making the noise and it would stop doing the actual beacon, but then as soon as it came back, it would resume it. So, and it would be, say the beacon takes 3 seconds, if it's got 1 second and you vortex it, and then it comes back and you have 1 more second, there's only going to be 1 second left the next time you vortex it. So that's pretty important to keep in mind. You aren't going to be exactly beacon proof unless you manage to keep it vortex that whole time generally, if you vortex and the comm doesn't realize what's going on, he's going to try to beacon and fail and be like, what the hell's going on? Is the power down? And then be even more shocked. So that's just something useful to keep in mind. So hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and favorite if you really want to. You know, whatever, subscribe, I don't care. But you know, I do try to make a little bit of money off my YouTube videos, so don't hate me for that. Aside from that, I also have a Twitch TV channel now that I am going to be streaming some higher quality videos from. My most recent video was the Marine Commander, which was kind of screwed up because I forgot to have my video mode in windowed full screen, so it was a little bit weird. But it is fixed for the next time. But I am doing those, so keep checking those out. And the channel for that would be Twitch TV / The Dable. Twitch.tv / The Dable, I believe. And that's THEDAVIL. But again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.